Hola, hello, this is Mr. Moore. I'm sorry that I couldn't see most of you this evening. If you're viewing this right now, you probably followed a QR code or you were sent a link to this quick video. And anyways, I'm teaching your son or daughter in Spanish 1 or 2 this semester and this year. Unfortunately, I couldn't be here at curriculum night this evening because I have a couple of other family/school engagements. I'm at a football game until probably pretty close to this, and then I have a soccer game right afterwards. And I know we all try to put family first from time to time, and sometimes things get just a little bit overbooked. And so I'd like to touch base with all of you. And if after this short presentation you still have any questions or need anything from me, I like to be very accessible. You can always get in touch with me via email at mtmoore@stcs.org, or you can always call the school's number as well and connect with me that way too. So I just wanted to go over a few things with you in my absence, and hopefully this will help you put a face to the name as well. If you have your students talking to you at home about what it's like in Spanish class and you're hearing what this crazy teacher's doing, you know that they're talking about me. They're talking about this crazy face right here. So I'd like to go ahead and just show you a couple of things in no particular order. Thank you. So curriculum night, or the idea of meeting for curriculum, is just to share with parents and sometimes students who come through too how curriculum gets delivered in their building, in their classroom. And we do that a number of ways in Spanish class this year, and I'm just going to share a couple of them with you now. As you can see in front of you, I have a bit of a PowerPoint slide. This is just one that we're currently doing in Spanish 1. And as we click through, this is what I actually show the students on the Promethean board. I'll show that to you behind me in a moment. We're currently working on conjugating the verb ser, which is, instead of saying, be for everything, we say things like I am, or you are, or he or she is, that sort of thing. We're also doing a little bit with some question words, and we talk a little bit about the difference between translating a literal question versus a general question. For example, when we ask the phrase "Cómo te llamas?", the general translation is "What's your name?" But it literally asks how yourself you call. So we discuss a little bit more the difference between a literal translation and a general translation. That's an important thing for what we do. In addition to that, we are looking at a couple other items here. Here's a vocabulary sheet, and this vocab sheet is one for Spanish 1 that will be in a couple weeks from now. And it looks like a lot of words here, but we walk through them kind of closely and carefully and slowly and so on. We will have a new one of these at the beginning of each week, and I will send this home via an attachment on Friday via email, but the students also receive them on Mondays as well, so you have lots of opportunities to know what the vocabulary is in advance, to look it up in advance, and so on. Okay, so this is just a vocabulary sheet. I'm not going to take you through it right now, but you'll see sheets like this that your students are studying off of. Now, speaking of vocabulary sheets, every unit has a new vocabulary page, and on that vocabulary page, they are to write down all of the new definitions and sample sentences for that chapter. And those are located in their textbooks. These are their textbooks that they're probably coming home and working with. It says Ven Conmigo. This is a level 1 Ven Conmigo right here. You can tell right there. So not to be confused with their workbooks. And every student has received a workbook already. Here they are. These are what's called a consumable, meaning that it's something that we use from year to year. They get a new one every year. Your students have already been given these. They're full of exercises and practice that we do in class and that we will do corrections for in class. If they lose them, they have to repurchase them. Okay, so everyone gets one for free unless they lost one. All right, and those are usually about $12 or $13. So just want to cover those few items with you very quickly. One other thing real quick, if you're a Spanish 2 student of mine, you probably did this with, that's a Quizlet, hold on. You probably did this with me today. Spanish 2 this year, what you're looking at right here is a stream for our Google Classroom. Spanish 2 for my class this year is a Google Classroom, and inside of our Google Classroom, It's basically a space where I upload different videos and vocabulary and links to different kinds of practice. There will be times this year where we use our Google Classroom to upload assignments as well. So I will give an assignment as a Google form. The students will complete it and submit it to me in this space. It's not up and running yet, but all of my students today, we went to the computer lab and we all signed up. So you can see the students that are in my class. They're all signed up and ready to go. I've got everyone ready to go here, so you might see your student's name. You can see this stream right here. All right, you got Jackson just posted a little while ago an item. Joe already posted an item earlier today. Here are some things that I posted earlier. I put on a video. I put on a flashcards item. Oh, this is a great one. I'm going to click on this one right now. See if it works out well. Yep, it goes right to it. Good. This is a Quizlet for our chapter. I try to put these on here too. They can do flashcards. They can play scatter. They can play gravity. Those are all different games that we will play in class, but then students can play on their own too. It has all of our current vocabulary right on it. So kind of a fun thing that we do in class. I keep that right inside of, there we go. I keep that embedded right in our classroom. So this is kind of like one-stop shopping, right? They can comment on things. They can ask me questions on here. They can speak with one another. They can collaborate. They can look at our current PowerPoint. They can look at our current vocabulary. And plus, they have a screencast of me explaining it all, too. So if I were to click on this, per se, you'd see a video of me come up. Here it is. Hold on.
Hola, estudiantes y padres.
Okay, so you can watch a video of me. Isn't that great? Just what you need, right? Another video of me. Anyways, that is all going to exist within our Google Classroom. And I just wanted to make you aware of that for Spanish too. You can ask your students about how that went today, and more fun things will follow soon. Anyways, that's the vast majority of what I wanted to get across to you. Just help you put a name to the face, see a few things that we're doing in class this year. In terms of our overall pattern in this class, usually we get new information on Mondays. We practice a lot, both verbally and in textbooks and in workbooks on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And almost all Fridays we'll have either a quiz or a test. Okay, this week no exception. So let your students know that we do have a quiz this Friday, and they should probably be studying their vocabulary. So that's about it. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't be here for this evening, but I hope that all is well. I hope you're learning lots about your students' school for this fall. Ciao, hasta luego, y adios.